start of the show, but we can just have a little talk.
Yes.
So, Jim was just telling me about the Reader. It's an amazing charity, is it?
No, it's well, it must be. I don't know what the how it's financed, but it's free.
It's free.
Yeah, and there are a number of places. There are a number of places around Britain where you can go along and join a reader group.
And tell me about what you said when you got in about the power and the magic that happens when people read together.
Oh, right. Well, basically it's to read together, but what it does, it harnesses something extra. So when you're attending and reading, it isn't just the reading, it's what comes out during the reading and the discussions afterwards. It's amazing how fruitful that is.
How many people go to these?
Well, there are a number of reader groups in the park and on different days. So mine's a Tuesday. I suspect it depends on the group and what you're looking for. My group, we read short stories.
Okay.
And there are other groups that seriously read a book and go through the whole book and come to the conclusion of the book. Whereas we don't do that in short stories.
Okay.
But we do have a middle, beginning and an end, and a conclusion, and try and understand what's taken place in the story, the reader's viewpoint and the character's viewpoint, and what their aims were and what the successes and failures may have been.
Okay, very interesting.
It really is.
And perspectives and everything, and that's why I like to record and get different people's points of view.
I see, okay, I'm glad my point of view is being recorded, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because I think everybody's got something to contribute. We've all got value
Yes.
in one way or another, and it's good to share.
Yeah, and I'm glad you are promoting this idea. Everybody, hopefully, has got something to offer and to pass on. So
Yeah.
I'm pleased to be able to do this today.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And it's timeless. And as the channel grows, you never know, because we all connect with different people. And what I do in the title, I'll put, like, for example, Jim's Readers Club Thoughts or something along them lines.
That'll do, yeah.
And then you never know, it's good. Anything else you'd like to tell us more about what you do? Is the tea, coffee for everyone? Do you have
Yes.
to pay?
There's no charge to this.
Okay, well.
And what's marvellous is people go their own ways. For instance, I just pop in and out because of my current requirements. But there will be other people who will, a bigger group, the more serious readers. I noticed they go to the cafe at the end or before, and again, they're active in communicating and enjoying each other's company. And I think it's a social activity for lots of people, yeah.
I was going to say, perfect, yeah. It sounds very social. There's a group called Meetup.
Yes.
Are you familiar with it?
No.
It's like online. It's called Meetup because you get some people, know the way you've got like eBay, or you've got certain groups that you can subscribe to. So it's called Meetup. It's national.
Yes.
I think it's global.
Yes.
So people meet up, and if you've got certain interests, whether it's reading, dog walking, mountain climbing, you can connect. So there'll be a meetup in Liverpool
Yes.
for whatever subject.
You're interested in, yes, I
Yeah,
get you.
but it's good just for some people, you know, might not have certain social circles.
Yes.
So equally, like, that place is good.
Yep.
So is that. So it's good to know more about these things because it's nice for people to mix and connect with each other.
Yes.
And especially with the books, because I think we can read different books or watch a movie and certain things stand out to us than others.
Absolutely.
So then
Yep.
at the end of
Perfect.
it, to converse with all of them points of view, I think is great.
And what's interesting, what you say, people have different views and different things come out, and we see alternative beginnings and ends and what have you, and other people provide the spark for us to see that, whereas before we may never have done that. So that's where the reading comes in. At the end of it, you think more solidly in terms of, what did I just learn there? And could I learn from this? And is this, are there parallels somewhere else? Is it a book similar? And all those things that come when you analyse something and, well, just say that was great, let's have more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. And like you said, just, it's funny because we all might watch the same movie or read the same book, but we can come to different conclusions.
Precisely, yeah.
So listening to other people's interpretations is powerful.
That's a great word. It is powerful. And, you know, while we are communicating and we are sharing views, and possibly there's some wrinkles in my views to what was going on, and likewise others, and I can be illuminate and say, oh, I never saw that, I never
Yeah.
thought of that. And having a nice way of doing it, exchanging views, and maybe prepare to change my view on something that maybe in the past I may have closed my mind and not
Definitely.
be willing to discuss it. But I think, wow,
Yeah.
yes, I got that. I see the way clear now.
You've just explained the cornerstone of this podcast. That's why I like to call it Taxi Podcast Perspectives, yeah? Because ultimately too many people get triggered by different points of view.
Yes.
And ultimately, whether you agree or not, in reflection,
Yeah.
sometimes we might change our position just
Yeah.
based on looking at it a little bit differently.
And that's the key word, reflection.
Yeah.
And I think one of the achievements of the reader is that we reflect. Whereas when we read a book on our own, we don't stop and step back from it and say, well, what was that about and why and so on and so forth. And can I see something a bit different than I saw it before? Well, this is a vehicle for doing that, yes.
1,000,000%.
And what's interesting as well is people discover, like we do poetry as well, which is added on to each tale, and somebody has to match the right poem for the right piece of writing, and it's amazing how successful they are. And that brings out other things that the reading of the story didn't do, or maybe where it's being augmented or be a left-hand lane.
Left, yeah.
This
one?
Just one. I'm actually going between the shops over there.
So go left and then in.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's chicane. So that's been the marvel of it for me. I didn't realise that's what was going to happen, you know.
Okay. And it sounds like you'd enjoy it very much.
Truly so, I look forward to it, yeah.
Okay. How many times a week? Once a week?
It's only once a week. No doubt you could go to other
So left
left
here.
here, yeah, and then right, yeah. No doubt you could go a number of times if you had the time for it. In fact, I'm sure you can.
Okay.
There's no limit on crossroads, turn left. There's no limit on how many times you go. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And others besides that is the fact that the park there is the cafe outside. There's two cafes, but the new one out by the stones. That really has become rather interesting and well laid out and catering for the clientele,
Okay.
of which I suspect the reader groups are very active there, yeah? So
Okay.
it's a good social thing, not as we mentioned earlier. It does make your day and you come away thinking, well, in fact, the thoughts last longer than you might imagine.
Yeah.
And especially the poetry, I've gone away afterward and said, wow, I didn't know that about that guy. In fact, I've learned today an author I only had read one book, but it has failed me. And so we did one of his works, a short story, and I changed my view on this author.
Okay.
And I know him as a science fiction writer.
Sorry, straight
This
up.
is it, no, this is it,
Oh,
yes.
okay, yeah.
So that's perfect. So
Okay.
I just want to say, what's happening now, what's taking place, I love the idea of it, yes. And so I wish it well and I hope it grows
Oh,
and it
okay.
reaches out and meets other people. The theme here is other people with the same view, maybe passing it on and let your mind open wide
Okay.
and give something.
Thank you. You did say Jim, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah, great words of wisdom. You're a natural. You should have your own going. It'd be great. But no, that pleasure, and thank you for agreeing as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, yes.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know whether anything comes of that, but yeah.
No, but it's good. And as the channel grows, it's just good to get different perspectives. And that's what it's about. And people will,
I've got to pay. What am I doing, silly?
people will connect. It's okay. You can have that on the house anyway.
Really?